And so one of the questions I get asked most is, how much can I afford to borrow, or how much will the bank lend me? And I actually like to work backwards and say, how much can you afford to repay? And the reason I do that is that quite often a bank's calculator won't always take into consideration your own cost of living expenses or your lifestyle. And particularly with first home buyers, they seem to, I suppose, well, they're first home buyers, so they've never owned a house before. So they don't have a great understanding of it. You can talk to your parents and you can talk to brokers, but it's very much trying to look at, well, what have you done historically? Yes, buying a house will cost you more than renting or living with your parents, so we need to factor those costs in. What I try and do is put it back to their current situation. And that'd be, if you're living at home now, how much you're saving on a regular basis. And that way, then we at least we've got a starting point for what's affordable. Now, quite often someone will tell me, oh, they're saving $1,000 a week. I'll go, that's great. So effectively, if you've been saving for 12 months at $1,000 a week, you're going to have 52 grand in the bank. And they go, oh no, we had to spend money on this or that, and we've only got 26. I was like, great. Well, that then becomes a starting point. You can afford 500 a week because that's what you're saving when you take into consideration life. And the same with someone who's renting. They may be renting and not saving, but if we know how much rent they're paying, sorry for the interruptions. If we know how much rent they're paying, then it allows us to actually factor in a cost of, well, how much can you afford, so what they can afford to repay, because they're already living, they're already paying the bills. Now, we still have to put a small buffer on top of that to cover insurance and rates and just general maintenance on a house, which you're your own landlord now, so there's no landlord to look after it for you. But it then gives us a starting point, and it means people may need to change their budget or at least have a budget now. And I find it's easier to make a plan and give them a budget and say, right, well, let's look at where you're spending your money and where can you save money. Hopefully this helps. So yeah, FIFO Biker, I'm on my way to an appointment at Lee and Gather. Quickest way to get there is to fly, so why not? And as much as we can use digital communication, face-to-face meetings, so much more fun, particularly when you get there by plane. All right, that's all for this session. Chat soon. Bye.